The one thing that the devil tried to do was take away my voice. And that was the one thing that actually led me to God, was to sing for his glory. And the devil tries to take away anything that is good. The way that he tried to do this was through thyroid cancer, which I have had 2 times in my life. I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer March 8th in 2022. I went in for a surgery and I had a complete thyroidectomy. They took out my entire thyroid. They sent it to biopsy it, or they sent it to pathology, and it came back cancerous. The Lord watched me through that, because before I didn't think that cancer would be in the cards for me. But I did have a biopsy beforehand, and it came back benign, which was a false reading. And if I did not have surgery, I don't know exactly where I would be right now, because the cancer was very evident and very aggressive at this point. So during this time, I was very scared. It was easy for me to doubt God and his purpose for me. But during that time, I was reminded by Jeremiah 29:11 that God has plans to prosper me and not to harm me, and plans to give me hope in a future. And I held on to that, and I'm not saying that at all times I was always positive, because I wasn't. There was times whenever I would just lay down and cry and feel sorry for myself, because, I was thinking, why is this happening to me? Why am I hurting? Why am I having to go through all this? Why am I having to risk my voice for this illness that shouldn't even be in the cards for me? And I felt like at times God wasn't there and God didn't hear me, but he did hear me. And there is actually a verse that says, I have heard your prayers and I have seen your tears. Indeed, I will heal you. After my first surgery, I was singing, and it was better than ever before. And we were all really shocked by that. I actually was singing, I think, 2 weeks post-op, and I sang one song, but I didn't even know I could do that until I was on the stage singing the first note. And after about 6 months of continuing the singing and my first surgery and telling my testimony, I was hit again with the cancer, and I had to have the second surgery. And after my second surgery, I actually woke up from surgery and I could barely talk. I could not even talk above a whisper. It hurt really bad for me to talk, and I was really scared, because I thought, my vocal cords were compromised during this surgery. And it took about a week for me to be able to speak above a whisper, and it was very painful, but I was able to push through, and I was motivated to push hard and be able to get back to my regular voice so that I could sing for the Lord. There are a couple verses that I wanted to share that helped get me through the hard times, which is Psalm 121:1, and that says, I will lift my eyes unto the hills from where my help comes from. My help comes from the Lord, the creator of heaven and earth. And I also want to share that a verse that says, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And that goes back to the devil trying to steal, kill, and destroy me and my ministry and our family ministry and my life. The weapon that was formed against me from the devil, it did not prosper, because God was on my side. And so I just want to give encouragement to those of you who are going through a valley right now, that all you have to do is look unto the hills, because your help comes from the Lord, the creator of heaven and the earth. And he is on your side, and his mercies are new every single morning, and he is there for you every step of the way, whether it be good or bad.